Hey guys, it's Ria with Ria's Gaming Hub, and we are back in Skyrim. I have managed to organize everything from the Golden Hills Plantation and Tundra Homestead. It only took me like an hour and a half to do, but everything's organized. Also, while I was at Golden Hills Plantation, I took care of collecting profits from Lydia. And our total profit since the last time we had checked in with her was we got 5,733 gold from Lydia when I was talking to her about profits off screen, essentially, out of the filming. I'm going to show you guys everything before we head into the cistern with Carlisle. I'm just going to give you guys a breakdown of what is where. So to start with, if you open this cabinet, don't know why that keeps falling down. You open this trunk box. This is where we're keeping gemstones. And then in here is where we're keeping the witch's head, a couple other random items that I need for either future quests or from old quests. The safe has our amulets. Should probably take one of those out of there because we don't need that one. We only need one. And then my scrolls are in here. And then we come over here and you can see all the journals and the Crimson Dirk's books. But there's all the journals we have so far that I could put up. And then this bookcase is our notes, and then this one is just our books in general. And then in here is our goodies to sell. And then this pouch has goodies to sell, but they're all stolen items technically, so they can't be with the regular items. And then out here, and here we have our woodcutter's axe and all the hides we have collected. And then in this chest we have all our ingots. And then in this large sack we have all our ore. And then in this barrel we have dragon bone and scales, and then a blacksmith's apron, because I occasionally like to wear that when I'm doing smithing work. And then 4 void salts, and the 4 void salts are for an armor set we'll be getting soon, because you actually have to use void salts to get them upgraded. Now time for the big thing. So we've got, over here we got our satchel of ingredients, poisons are in there, and here is our regular potions, and here's recipes. And over here we've got the enchanting setup that they gave us with all the soul gems. Doesn't matter if they're filled or not, all in there. Then this chest is all the like weapons that I don't really want to like display per se, but I want to keep, and armor obviously that I want to keep as well. And on this wall we've got our first 3 Thaneship weapons, so Whiterun, Valkyrie, and Hieldmark. Over here we've got the Shield of Ysgramor with a Wuthrodder right below it, obviously. Stendarr's hammer, which is, I like having it as a collectible, but it is not useful at all based on its weight and also what it does, which is ridiculous. Tyrant's Bane, and then a Skyforged Steel Battle Axe. No Dragon Claws yet that I can put up, or any face masks. Over here we've got the Blade Sword, we got Bloodthirst, and then we've got Duskfang, who will turn into Dawnfang when it's during the day. Headman's Cleaver, the Ice Blade of the Monarch. Nightingale Blade is right here. Our couple little bugs in jars. Over here we've got a collection of staffs and 1 little weapon. Nymeera's Itch, then our Sanguine Rose, Hag's Wrath, and Staff of Worms. That's all the weapons we've got. Over here we got our Dragon Bone armor, the heavy version of what I'm wearing right now. Elven Hunter armor. Cultists, obviously. And then the Daedric Plate. believe, or Daedric mail. I'm not really sure what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, the Daedric mail. There is a Daedric plate version that we haven't gotten yet that we can get at some point. And then our Orcish plate, I believe. Yep, Orcish. Silver armor. And Thieves Guild armor. That's everything that we have collected over several videos. Let's see here. I like to keep a certain... So this is technically not a quest item anymore, but I keep it on me until we finish up the Thieves Guild quest line. Yeah. And as such, we're going to close that door so I know it's secure. Also, this barrel right here that is empty right now will become our barrel of dumping stuff into when we're needing to lighten the load. Because I probably won't like put away stuff properly on video, guys. I probably will just put it up and then show you guys that it got put away. If it's armor sets or something, so you guys can actually see it. But anything else, really. So let's go help Carlia out, because we're about to cause problems. I also enchanted the glass mace with
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people... Are you ready to face the guild? Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
What was I saying? The glass mace now has a soul trap enchantment, dear lord, on it. So, yay us, right? I think after we finish up the Thieves Guild main quest line, like we'll take jobs obviously and work on getting it back up into making the Thieves Guild a proper, you know, guild again, like influence-wise. And
you better have a damn good reason
that will
to
be mixed in with a bunch of other things.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delve it. I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
I feel bad for
Mercer's
these.
been stealing from our vault
I feel bad for
years.
Brynjolf, Vex, and
Gallus was
Delvin.
looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
He didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
This is just painful, what's about to happen.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
I really do feel bad for these three. They thought she was a murderer, but
98. It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
yeah, no, see? Everything. Like, there's some food items,
The
it looks
gold.
like.
It's yours. It's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex,
Crappy weapons.
put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
I like her
Delvin,
attitude.
Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Got lots of jobs available.
Look,
Interesting.
before I help you track Mercer down, I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else? What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you? Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else?
Nope.
Then I
that's
have
all
an
the info.
important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone. Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out.
Sorry,
A
it's
place
just
called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there.
the fact
Just
that I
pays
love
for the upkeep on it. Heard some loud. Be careful. Just find a way in. Get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way.
Yeah, you see, Brynjolf is not
Good
happy.
question. I've only set foot inside a few times myself. And that was in Mercer's company. If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second floor balcony. No. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's Huh, that'd be vault. A real piece of work, that one. Mercer's holding something over his head, keeping him loyal. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well, if you catch my meaning. Careful
Let's
at
go.
Mercer's place. I don't want to lose anyone else in that madness.
You almost lost me, but thanks to Carlisle, I managed to not get myself blatantly murdered by the man. Let's go talk to Vex and see what she can tell us about Vault.
Stabbed in the back. It's like the dog brotherhood all over again.
Well,
Need to stay focused in case Frey comes back. That pig? Oh, I have info on him. More than you care. Vald, good side? Think you have the wrong person. The only thing Vald understands is gold. A man after my own heart. Sure, but he'll ask for a whole lot. I mean, you are asking him to betray Mercer Frey. Your best bet would be to erase his debt with Maven Blackbriar. Of course, you could just run him through and take what you need off his corpse. I could care less. While you're in there, help yourself to anything in Frey's manor.
help yourself to anything in his manner, I would. Yeah, no, we're stealing everything we can get our grubby paws on that's worth something. Let's go find Maven and see what she can tell me.
I can't believe he emptied the vault.
I can. Told you I didn't like him, guys, and now you see why. Let's go find our friend Micah. Let's see here.
I cannot rescue.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire.
We're gonna have to skip time to get
Near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Maven is behind a locked door right now. So we'll give it like 5 hours and then talk to her. Hopefully the door will be, either she'll be outside of her house or the door will be unlocked. Either way, will work as long as we can talk to her.
There was a fight down in the Ratway. There's reports on it.
In a way, it was both.
You lost?
No, I'm here to talk
Fancy
to your
yourself the
matriarch.
adventurer.
I presume you're bothering me for a
It's
good
just as
reason.
well. I doubt your
Vald.
combat prowess would prove valuable
He
in
owes me
real
a
battle
steep
anyway.
debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was force him to work for Mercer. A few years back, I commissioned a unique quill from a good friend of mine in Winterhold. Vald was tasked with getting it here safely, and it ended up at the bottom of Lake Honrick. The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a tremendous amount of gold to have it made. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied. Out of my way.
Okay, let's go swimming. I know in the general area where we need to go swimming for it. It just, luckily as an Argonian, it won't be too bad, but if you're not an Argonian, it's a slight pain in the butt, I will admit. I know it's somewhere in this vicinity area. There it is. D-boat. Z-boat. Yeah, no, it's like really close by. See? So the Quill of Gemination, I just looked it up, and it's not really useful to us because we don't have the ink for it. But based on what Google's saying, is that it replicates any writing that the user is viewing. As long as you have the right ink for it, obviously, but still. I thought that was kind of interesting. And this is based off of elderscrolls.fandom.com, so
Fancy yourself the
I
adventuring
presume you're
type, eh?
bothering me. Really?
It's just
I
as
wrote
well.
that off a
I
long
doubt your
time ago.
combat prowess
Well,
would prove
give this
valuable in a real
document to
battle
Vald.
anyway.
It frees him from the debt, but I never want to see him in Riften again.
yes, ma'am. Okay, time to go see Vald. We may have to stand there and wait for a second, because he'll take a second sometimes to come out. Like, come towards the door where we need him to be. Because he does rounds that go around, and you gotta wait until he's in your vicinity to talk to him. There he is. That is Vald.
This is Mercer. Of mine? What is it? I can't believe it. Never mind, I don't... Here, you did me a favor. I guess I owe you one.
Yep, see, he's just like, okay, cool. Bye. So you see that ramp right there, because this door is not going to open. Watch. You have to use that door. And the best way to do so is to grab a certain bow. Shoot it. Bada ding, bada boom. Let me see if the arrow fell, because sometimes the arrow falls, sometimes it doesn't, and then you're out of luck on getting it back, but...
You planning on using that weapon? Thought I heard something.
I And before you ask, yes, we are going to search every nook and cranny that we can find. See what we can get out of this house, because honestly, Mercer Frey doesn't deserve any niceties. You know, once you finish like the big quest line, there is a smaller quest line with the Thieves Guild where we have to get it back into its former glory of being, you know, known as, well, the Thieves Guild. Proving to people that, yes, we're back in business and we are as bad as we were in the past. And that involves some influence. Influence questies after you do a certain amount of jobs in the major cities of, let me see here, I'm trying to remember really quick. Windhelm, Whiterun, Solitude, and Markarth, I believe, are the 4 big cities that we have to do jobs in. And I think we have to do like 5 jobs and then we get our influence quest line, and if we complete that, then we're golden. Also, I feel like Mercer Frey is a tiny bit of a dum-dum here. Because if you... Okay. Do you think that belongs there? Really, dude? Like, it's so obvious it doesn't. A cupboard's not supposed to be there. Neat. Never noticed that pull bar until now, so... I sneaky sneak. Trying to figure something out here, if you're wondering why I'm like circling things. Because I don't know how this thing starts. Like, there's not really many things here to... Ow. Cause that thing to go off, so... don't think there's even a thingy to get it to stop. It's so weird to me. So close. I'd rather not have poison shot at me. Yes, I am taking that, but because it's an Arconian, I do not appreciate it. Yes, there are actual gems inside that bowl, which is why we were picking it up and turning it upside down so I could make sure we got everything. Kinda sucks where what he has. Also, we're gonna go talk to Delvin and drop off a bunch of stuff and get a bunch of money from him. Yeah, no, he had a literal passageway that just dropped right down. Where's my man Delvin?
Can't talk long. Gotta keep my eyes open for well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across it, I think you'll find this payment to be more than fair. Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the grey fox for some time. Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen to... There you go. This should cover it. Well, if you happen to... What a delightful find. This should cover it. Well, if you happen to... This should compensate you for your find. Well, if you happen... It's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. There you go. This should make you smile.
Okay, let's go talk to Briniel now that I've delivered my goodies. And yes, the goodies end up actually being hung up.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end? Shore's beard. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good. Agreed. I've spoken quickly. We have no time to lose.
See, we could technically take those items, but we just don't have to if we don't want to. And I usually don't because I'm being lazy.
Come here a second.
Yeah? Not now, lass. Carlias said it was important.
I know.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
You have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
Good to see you again, friend.
So we're gonna go meet Carlisle after we do one thing. Because we're actually gonna try something. We're gonna go talk to this person. Just because I would like to get that going, and I would like that, cow
How can
for
the humble
myself.
servant of Talos help you today?
Let's go see if I can talk this lady into giving me a key. It's easier if she gives me the key than not.
Jewelry,
Protect yourself
legendary
right.
Argonian
Buy armor
craftsmanship.
from Kralyks.
Get them before they're gone.
If you're looking for a hand... Oh, now that can't be good. Nah, I don't think so. Bully's around... Oh, now that can't be... Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough. I did put some coin in.
Yeah, I don't know why persuasion doesn't work, but the other line works just fine. The intimidation part. Also, this couple is not as happy as you'd think. A letter from a kind of private investigator in Skyrim's world. The Great Cowl of Nocturnal is actually a great item to have, so we're gonna go and take care of getting that first and foremost before we even do anything with Nocturnal, because I'd like to have my cowl. We're gonna have to skip time here because the dude's gonna be home if we don't. We can't afford to be caught by Eriker. Because he's part of the court of solitude, so
the Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
gotta wait for him to leave. That's it, dude. Hopefully no one's home. I believe we're needing to go up one more floor, if I remember correctly. Oh, yes. How much money do we have on us? Okay, cool. Because if we can't persuade Gisley, we can purchase it. We just need a certain amount of money on us to do so.
Welcome to the center of the world. It would seem so. Nah, I don't think so. Have you met? It would seem so. Gold solves most problems, doesn't it?
You can afford a septum or two. Can you spare a septum?
Oh, thank you. I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty... Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. Old fort near Riften.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we have to go all the way over here. So we're gonna go to Fort Fellhammer and hopefully no one's home. Then run over here and do our thing. Because once we get through the steps to do this, it will actually be the right thing I want to do. Because the Grey Cow does some stuff that's pretty nice. If you're a thief slash trying to stealth around people. Oh, lovely. Let's get our mace out. There is one thing about the Grey Cow, by the way, that you have to be wary of. Do not wear it in town. It does not go well for you if you do. Like, the guards will attack you if you're wearing it inside the town. And if they see you with it on.
There's been word of... I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. You want to pay me? Just make sure you take care of whatever's going on there. It's my name on the line.
Yep. Let's see what location. Ah. That's a fun time. The main reason why I pay mercenaries to do their job is because I like to have the option.
Never should have come here.
Time to get my bow out. Because it's time for us to get a move on. You can see things went sideways for the bandits here. Okay, can't go through that door, so we're gonna have to go around, apparently. Okay. Not surprising in the slightest, in all honesty. Did not mean to fall, but that's okay. There is a reason for that, because you normally can't really figure out. Because I always end up playing the snake handle and not the whale one, which would normally drop that fire on me. But if you drop the fire on yourself and then accidentally pull the wrong handle, then not a very long dungeon, luckily. And we are going to go grab the key. I just need to make sure I figure out which Draugr has it. Alright, let's grab our stuff. We're not gonna grab that. I know where to get a full set of it, so. This is the Draugr. If I remember correctly, it's in Riften. Not sure what just happened there, but okay. Weird. You know, I believe the grave is actually near where the Thieves Guild area is, if I'm remembering everything correctly. Yep, I am. I love it when I remember things correctly.
You've done well. My joy. I trust we'll never need to speak of this again to anyone.
I wonder. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just looking up. So the Grey Cowl, guys, let's take a look here. It's not as good as the current armor helmet I have, but sneaking is 25% better. Carrying capacity is increased by 50 points. Nearby living creatures, but not undead, machines, or Daedra, can be seen through walls. Does turn guards hostile, so I usually just favorite it and leave it off. By the way, that dude who was the Grey Fox, according to his lore page on the UESP website for Skyrim, despawns actually after we've now then. It is time to go see Carla and Arindel.
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way.
I hope you do.
This way, please.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business.
I think she has a point there.
This is Nightingale Hall. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
You know, the Nightingale armor I think would have been a better version for the what's the word I'm looking for? Assassins, Dark Brotherhood people. If the Dark Brotherhood had that kind of armor, like, okay, come on. I feel like this would fit the Dark Brotherhood way too well. Just saying, guys, like.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
You appear ready for the oath.
Unfortunately, Brynjolf, not really, considering everything I've been through. I am the Dragonborn after all. A lot of things have been happening to me, unfortunately.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Sorry about that, guys.
There's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on.
I kind of wish we could have Nocturnal's outfit. Because it's such a badass outfit, in my opinion. Obviously we can't have it, but we can all wish we can have it.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Karliah. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Karliah. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Karliah. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next, until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlyle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the Mercer was able to unlock the guild's vault without you. By doing this, he's well, all of us. Once you realize the key can access these traits, good. If the key, as time passed, our luck would very true. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business.
I suggest you talk to Kralyks first. Listen, lass. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild. Kralyks and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts. As a result, we both feel that you have... I've been at this game I'm good at what I do. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it. Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before you... Then it's decided. When this is... Until then, we have... I've been Kralyks and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lass. This will be a fight to remember.
Honestly, what I find amusing is how weird the Dragonborn's funeral will be. Depending on everything you've done in the game, like if you complete the game entirely, you will be the leader of the companions, you'll be part of the Imperial or Stormcloak army, you will have become the leader of the Thieves Guild, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, multiple Thane ships, multiple properties, part of the Dawn Guard, and I just feel like that funeral will be so awkward because, especially if you join the Imperial Legion, you're like, oh, wait, this person is part of our Legion, yet is the leader of the Dark Brotherhood. What is happening here? I feel like people would just look at this and be like, what in the world are we looking at? I'm pretty sure they would not know how to handle this info. Like, you gotta admit, a Dragonborn's funeral. Our funeral would be very interesting as the Dragonborn because of everything we get into. Let me see something really quick, guys. Let me see here. See? This is what it does. So, let's see on the map. Where do we have to go? Not what I meant to do, but you know. So when it says to travel here, I try to take a route that's a little bit weird, but it's useful. Alrighty, time to go find Mercer Prey. I honestly do not like Mr. Prey at all. though I don't know many people who would like him. Alrighty, so we are now gonna head all the way. Let's see here. What would be the safest way to do this? Let's go to the Tetra Homestead. Because again, the way I'm gonna be moving into that, getting to that place is not through the front door. At all. Because I'm a weirdo who prefers to make things a little bit more difficult for me than necessary. Also, I wonder, how many shouts do we have? We have 3 dragon souls. Sheesh. So what we're gonna do, actually, is we're gonna make a pit stop on the way there, because there is something up there that we can use. There is a shout I want from up here. Honestly, before we go into Arindel, we're gonna fight it. Well, the dragon priest, essentially. And a dragon, because there's a dragon up here as well, not just the priest. It's on the way, so that's why we're doing it now. Oof. God, that was painful. Let's make sure of one thing really quick, guys. Okay. Nothing we need to worry about. Cool. Anytime I fight a vampire, I always check to make sure I don't end up with a problem of vampirism. Of course. Stender. I'm not surprised. You guys tend to not play nicely with vampires, so. Not surprising at all that you guys got into a fight. You know, I like the word wall that's up here, so that's why we're going and taking the time to do this. I don't know if you guys can see the big boy, but he's there. Right there. Oh, it's a blood dragon. This should be fun. We haven't had a blood dragon yet. here. Hopefully I can. Second. Okay. Quick save, because I know it's coming. What I mean by we are gonna have some problems here. There we go. And our first mask. Let's grab this word wall, which has 3. It has the entire shelf for us. And it is a fun word to have. So, let me show you guys why this is funny. To me, anyways. Again, everyone's different, but... Follow me! Like, hey, Melon knows. It's like the perfect distraction. Hey, ugly, come on. Gotta admit, that's just entertaining. Okay, let me get my dwarven arrows. So again, we are going to be doing an unconventional method of getting in here. Partially because I want to avoid as many guards as possible. We've got enough problems with Mercer Frey and everything, so. We should also quick save so that way we don't have to fight that dude again if something happens. Because the place we're headed is just down here. It's a weird way of going, but it makes it so we don't have to deal with as many bandits. Trying to find the right spot.
Victory is yours!
We'll have to deal with the chieftain, unfortunately, but instead of going all the way through this. And we're safe. For now. FYI, this is not Brynjolf or Karlia's doing, these bandits here. They sadly were here when Mercer got here, and Mercer decided that he didn't want them in his way. Brynjolf. Almost there anyways.
Mercer's been here. I hope we aren't too... Brynjolf and we have to catch up to him before it's too... We should tread carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if he's left
The eyes
behind
would
a
go
few
a long way in
surprises.
help. Get the guild back on its feet.
Wait a moment. What's that? It's Mercer. Look.
I'm on it, lass. Damn it. It's all through.
He's toying with us. He wants us to follow.
Aye, lass. And we'll be ready for him.
Yeah, no.
Let's
The
keep
bars aren't
moving.
wide enough to even try to shoot at him. Which sucks. But, oh well. See? There's something over there that does not like us people.
Look at the size of this place. Have you ever seen anything like it in your life, lass?
Can't say that I have. Imagine the riches hidden within these walls.
We're gonna try to do this in one flow. We managed to pull it off. Yes! I occasionally end up having to do a second try, but I'm usually pretty good at doing it in one. Hopefully those two follow. There's Carlisle. Where's our Brynjolf? Brynjolf. Excellent.
Looks like we can take the low road or the high road across this chamber. Your choice.
It'll be safer to go up high. Trust me.
So this is what we heard. The entire tower collapsed.
The only reason he'd do that would be to block pursuit. It must be Mercer. We'll have to find another way around.
Mercer was able to knock this thing down. Gods.
It's the key, Brynjolf. In his hands, there's no telling what he's capable of.
I tried to avoid getting in fights with the Falmer. Partially because I kind of feel bad for them. Also, since these dum-dums will end up stepping on bear traps and getting hurt, I must activate them so that way those two don't hurt themselves. Yeah, he's already like gone through these things, which is annoyingly not nice. See what I mean? They're not exactly the best at keeping track of stuff.
Sure as bones. Look at that monstrosity.
It's a dwarven centurion. Very tough and very deadly.
We can take the beast on or sneak around. It's your call, lass. We're right behind you.
I can tell you right now, we're not taking that motherfucker on. Nobody, nope. It'd be fine if it was just him and no one else, but with the Falmer here, that is not something I would like to do today.
This is where we saw Mercer. We must be getting close.
Mm-hmm.
I just assumed die before I'd let Mercer get those gems.
I think we all agree on that one, Brynjolf.
The stench. This place reeks of Falmer.
This must be their hive. We have to keep silent if we want to avoid drawing their attention. Even the farmer don't deserve the pain these implements must have inflicted. The dwarves were a cruel race.
Damn it.
There's a mass of the farmer in this chamber. We can sneak through or take them down. I don't care. As long as we get to Mercer.
Aye. Whatever you want to do, we're with you.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna sneak past them. I'm just waiting for you guys to shut the fuck up. Sorry about that, guys. My thingy died. My controller. We're gonna level up just because. Yeesh. What? I'm trying to think and do some math here, guys. Don't mind me. I think it's time to level up stamina, I believe. Maybe. I hope I did that one right. I'm not getting involved, guys. You guys can fight them if you wish, but my goal is to avoid as much death as possible.
Thirst for your blood.
Nocturnal! Guide my hand!
Okay, you two, let's go. Before you guys make more racket and cause more problems for ourselves. Because again, I don't want to hurt the Palmer at this moment. I want to get to Mercer Frey.
Certain of it. We must prepare ourselves.
This is it. I heard something.
These two are gonna drive me up the wall, aren't they?
Shadows consume you. He's here, and he hasn't seen us yet. Brynjolf, watch the door.
Aye, lass. Nothing's get by me.
Climb down that ledge. See if you can...
Karliah, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me? When Brynjolf brought, and at that moment I knew it. What? Nocturnal doesn't care about you. Then it... Our actions have always... It's clear. Instead, you've chosen to... Then the die is cast, and once again my blade will taste Nightingale blood. Karliah, I'll deal with you after I've rid myself of your... What's happening?
I can't stop myself.
Damn you, Mercer. Fight it, Brynjolf. I've taken control of you.
I'm sorry, lass. I can't.
That the best you can do? Making this too easy.
There, lass. Something must have fallen on the other side of the door because it isn't moving.
I'm gonna switch out our helmets really quick and grab our mace because we will need it here in a second.
We have to find another way out of here before the place fills with water.
I know which way we have to go. Wait for the place to fill with water. freaking water, because right there. I can't get up there is the problem. And my bow won't do enough damage, so. I just have to hit it with my thingy. With my mace. I'm gonna heal just a little bit here, because, ow. Come on, game. Yeah, no, those stones are actually loose. If I hit them with my mace, I should be cool. I just have to get up there. See? Easy as pie. Let's get the hell out of this place.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do.
I can't believe it's over.
We'll speak another time.
25 years in exile, and just like that, it's done. All that remains is to ensure the safe return. I'm afraid it's not that simple. When the skeleton key was stolen from the Twilight Sepulchre, our access to the inner sanctum was removed. The only way to bring it back will be through the Pilgrim's Path. It wasn't created for the Nightingales. It was created to test those who wish to serve Nocturnal in other ways. As a consequence, I have no knowledge of what you'll be facing. Brynjolf is needed back at the Thieves' Guild to keep order while you're away. And I can't bear to face Nocturnal after my failure to protect the key. I'm afraid you'll have to face the end of your journey alone. Take this with you. I've had this bow almost my entire life, and it's never let me down. I hope it brings you the same luck.
Hoping that we can get through the Twilight Sepulchre thingies before the end of this video. Yeah, no, we made that much of a different movement because we started up here, remember? We're all the way down there now, which is impressive. Okay. Let us go here, because that is the closest we can get. Yeah, no. We are about to go meet somebody who I personally think needs a hug, but I know we can't hug him because he's a ghost, so unfortunately, we're out of luck on that front.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity. We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key. I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me? The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey? Then, I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. That's quite a noble... My only regret is that you had... Carlyle? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying. The Sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our time. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected. I wish I could help you. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who was trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journey again?
Gallus and Carlyle actually were, I think, if I remember correctly based on their behavior, I'm pretty sure they were a couple. You'll see what I mean by how I think that they probably were a couple. We're also going to try to get through this without killing too many of the poor guys that are left behind. Because unfortunately with the skeleton key gone, the other sentinels have gone pretty much, unfortunately, mad. Again, I am trying my best to not get caught by too many of them. So this is actually a very interesting task. So we have to avoid the light. Like, do not touch the light. See? Gotta wait for those arrows to be done. But no, touching the light will not lead to anything good. As you can see, it steals away our health, so we have to be very cautious about the exposure to the light. We're almost there. Almost. And no, I'm not touching the stuff at the bottom of Nocturnal feet here. That would not end well for me, so. Yeah, no, this is one of the few places I don't explore or raid too much. Because I feel bad for all the sentinels who have gone kind of mad. Ow. Glad I took a step back before going in there. Oof. Yeah, no, technically you could go and look through that area, but I don't. I just continue moving forward. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stand up for one, we're going to quick save, secondly, and then thirdly, we're jumping. We're kind of stuck waiting. Time to have Mom talk to us, and we actually physically get to see our Nocturnal lady.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world, or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Evergloam. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it that you stay this time, won't you?
Yes, ma'am. Will do. Okay, let's talk to Carlisle.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Eek.
The circles at the... The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow. The half moon for the agent of
I always go with the
subterfuge.
crescent moon.
And the full moon. This is If you ever feel the need, be warned that once you've chosen now, your life is the guild has welcomed. I only hope that this isn't an end. Why, perhaps there are pockets. We may be nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
I picked my thing.
And your journey will be complete.
1 second, I'm waiting to see. Here you go, guys.
I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this nightingale, your fears would have come true. She honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow.
Yeah, see?
My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
See what I'm saying? They're
Farewell,
lovers.
Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlyle.
With that, we are exiting out of here. As you can see, it actually has changed. Like, there's actual lighting, purple lighting now that we've restored the Ebner. The skeleton key. And as such, we've finished the biggest point of the Thieves Guild questline. Minus, you know, the random little odd jobs we have to do here and there to become a guild master. We have to go through all these little jobs, which is not too bad. We get paid pretty well. But that is the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I appreciate you guys watching this. And I will see you guys in Skyrim next time.